Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Ebony Divine here with DVS. We're
So,
back again with our part two, double Sunday edition. We'll call it the Valentine's Day edition, the long weekend edition, with
very
the sex
appropriate.
talk with Divine and DVS.
So,
So we're gonna jump back in. Yeah, we're still here. We recorded part one, so part one is down below if you missed it. So we're jumping into part two, answering your questions, and I guess we could take it away.
alright. Um, First question: shower sex, cliche or fun, and why?
Cliche or fun? It's not cliche. Like nothing's really cliche when it comes to like what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just for you and your partner to really do. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I say it's good for everyone to try at least like once. You know what I mean? Like it could be awkward or it could be fun. It's just something that you do in a moment. You don't plan it, and if it happens, it happens. And sometimes it might be like a pleasant surprise for your partner,
or
and other
yourself.
times your partner, or yourself, or other times someone just wants to like have a shower, get out, yo. But
This is
either way,
true.
it's just something that you gotta try and like see if you like. Like it's not about if it's cliche or fun or whatever. It's just another experience to try.
I agree with that. I definitely think it's something that's I would consider fun, and it just brings a whole different experience. Because, like I said earlier in the part one, variety is definitely something that I believe is big in a relationship. So that'll definitely count towards that. Um, I would suggest, Ebony said, you gotta try at least once. It's one of those things, not a really big kink, so you should be free to try something out. And if you don't like, you don't like it. Or if you do like it, then it's something you can do. Wouldn't be too worried about your partner being offended by you approaching the subject. All right. Number two, what advice would you offer on how to keep your sex life with a long-term partner from getting boring?
What advice?
Yeah.
Well, trying new things like new things that are not really, too out of your partner's comfort zone. Like, if you feel like one day, like, you don't like. I know most women don't wear lingerie every day, right? So I mean, like, say for instance, try like wearing lingerie one day to bed, or him coming home or coming over to find you in lingerie. You can try doing like a little like lap dance or strip tease for your partner, stuff like that. Like men are very visual animals, and they like seeing like sexy things. So I mean, at the end of the day, sometimes like yeah, like obviously the goal is to get it in and whatever, but at the same time, they want to like see, they want to hear. You know what I mean? I mean, it's all about like knowing like your partner, but sometimes even your partner might not know what they're into until it's like brought forth to them. So I say start off with little things like that, especially if it's something that you don't do regularly. I think that's something that's pretty good. And then also like try to like, if it's like you guys always have sex in the bedroom, maybe, start initiating it in the living room or in the kitchen and
Or in the
stuff like
shower.
that. Just to change up a bit. Or
In the shower.
in the shower, exactly. Okay.
Um, like I said, like this also ties into the whole variety thing as well. But I mean, in a long-term relationship, I'm gonna have to say that you're gonna have to start bringing things out of the bedroom because, or even just out of just sexual content in general, because there's a lot more feelings involved, and as far as the relationship goes, it depends on how you're feeling when you're with your partner. So, you're doing little things like going on dates and all that, and then you'll definitely enjoy your time there, and then that will reflect in your whichever location you decide you want to start getting promiscuous in. So it's definitely a lot of the little things you gotta start focusing on as when the relationship starts growing and going into longer periods of time.
I agree.
Um, Heels on during sex. Good in real life or pornos only?
You know what? I don't think I've ever tried that. And at the end of the day, leave that shit for the porn. Like, I mean, okay, I'm not gonna say that. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like most people in Canada, like we take our shoes off when we come in our house. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, it's not even that. Like, if your partner's into shoes, then hey, like bring it in. But it's dangerous. I'm just warning you guys. It's dangerous. Those heels are like what, like about 6 inches. Like
Some people
you don't
like
want to be poking
that.
nobody in the eye and the rib and whatever. Especially if you're trying to do some sort of freaky shit. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not. That's for the porns. Like, unless you're gonna lay on your back and have your legs in the air, or maybe just stand over a chair. Like, other than that, like, what are you really doing with your heels on in the bed? That's dirty. You know where those heels been? Sorry, I
Whoa.
work in healthcare. Anyways, see, what do you think?
um, I'm not a real big fan of it, but it all really depends on the situation. Like, it's not something I think that people would plan. Like, oh, baby, keep your heels on, whatever. It's just, you're just so into it that you don't finish taking off her clothes or whatever, and they're still on. It happens, but unless you got a real foot or shoe fetish, then I don't really see that being something that gets planned. So
Exactly.
I'm not gonna rule it out for
Exactly.
being in the bedroom, but I don't really think that's something you really go forward into unless you have a fetish. So
Yeah, like you can start off with it, like obviously a part of your little like lingerie ensemble, like I mentioned in the last question. Like obviously it's gonna make you look a lot like your legs look slimmer, more toned, whatever when
yep.
you're going in and you're doing your thing. When it comes on to getting it actually in, like come on, like what the hell do you need a shoe on for? Unless that's what like the person really is into, they're really turned on by shoes, then okay. But the average person, you think they're thinking about your friggin' shoes? Really? Like, come on. Like, yo, dog, yo. The sex was dope, Bob. She had these red heels on, and that's all I was thinking about. Like, come on, let's get real.
You need to step your game up if that's
Next.
the case.
Next.
Alright. um, what are some key phrases you text, tell, email your partner to get their dirty mind bumping into overdrive?
Sexting. Everyone's favorite topic of what? Like, since what? When did this sexting thing, like, really take place? First, it was really cybering when you think about it back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, then it just got to sexting because it's on our phone. What do you say? You know what? Like the sweet things, like oh, it's so like when you say it out loud, they're also corny. But like the regular things, like oh, like I like I'm so into you. Oh, I can't wait till you come home. Or I got a surprise for you. Or like just talk about your body part or how you're feeling or how you miss their stuff or miss their sex and like all that stuff. Like it's whatever. It's open to discussion for anything and everything. It depends on how dirty your partner's mind is or how dirty yours is. You can put anything your heart desires. To be honest with you, like I can't tell you what's right. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand the question. Your partner, if it's coming from you, anything you say should be a turn on to your partner if it's sexual. Sometimes it doesn't have to be sexual. You know what I mean? You can say, "Oh, baby, I just got my nails did," and that could turn them on because I don't know, they like how you look when your nails are done. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
tell you what to say.
No,
Because you can say something.
I think what they're getting at is basically like what are some of the things that you would normally type in order to like, send somebody over the edge or bring their interest in even closer. Um,
Anything. I'm naked. Text them that I'm naked. I'm naked and I'm alone and my hands are busy. Like
Whoa.
I think that will send them over the edge.
Most guys will love that.
But I
Trust me.
think that's
You
gross.
heard it from here. Um,
I'm done. I'm done. Sorry, your turn.
with me, as an artist, a lot of people see my writing. Like, I like to paint a picture. Stop pointing at me,
Yeah.
woman.
Well, he's an
But
artist, right? So listen, ladies. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the average guy is not gonna even think about doing that shit for you. Okay?
she's got a
So
point. She's
don't
got a
listen to
point.
this guy with his romance and his arms going all over your crevices and all that bullshit. Cause that ain't gonna happen. If that's what you're expecting, forget it. Okay, sorry.
But I'm giving some advice to the guys out there. What you want to do, try and paint a picture, get the scene, get the place, get the time of day, put it down there what she's wearing, what you're wearing, or whatever. Girls will love it. You just gotta paint a picture, tell her what you want to do with her, or tell her what she's doing, or tell her, what you want her to do for you, whatever the case may be at the point in time, and it'll go over very well. Trust me.
So, okay, you're sending me a message now. See, let's do a little bit
Wow,
of role
wow,
playing because
you're putting me on the spot
we
now.
getting sweat.
um,
I get a text. It's from DVS, and what does this text say?
I'm just gonna break it down in general terms. I'm not gonna get too specific in it because I don't want to throw my secrets out there entirely. But basically, I'll just be saying, okay, well, say I want you to come over tonight, and I'd basically just lay out, okay, start from the front door, and I'll be in the living room or something like that. Say you're wearing this, and then when you get to this point, maybe you're naked, or maybe you just got this on, or whatever, and then, I want you to do a little lap dance or a strip tease or whatever the case may be, and, I'll just float out, draw the scene, paint a picture, create a movie, whatever you want. So when you read it, you can really feel like, okay, I know what's going on, or I know what it is that he's looking for.
All right, I'll leave it at that. I could dig deeper, but you know what? You seem a little bit uncomfortable. So, next question.
I think that's actually all the questions we have. Let me double check.
Oh, I was just starting to get into it. See,
Well, we
guys,
can always get on next
listen
week.
to
Don't
me.
worry. We're gonna be here. We're gonna have more
We're gonna be
questions.
here.
Um,
Send in your questions.
pimp the page. I'm gonna pimp the page. She's gonna pimp the page. I'm gonna need the fans to pimp the page. If you know your friends, they don't like the page, tell them to like the page. If they don't like the page, then tell them to like the YouTube channels. Subscribe. Whatever the case may be, just give them the emails, shoot their questions. They don't even have to be fans, but as long as they're asking questions, we'll provide some answers.
We'll answer the questions, and no question will go unanswered. So send your questions. They can be sound as crazy as you want, as nasty as you want, as stupid as you want. It doesn't matter. We will answer
Yep.
honestly and from the heart, and no holding back. So thanks for watching Sex Talk with Ebony Divine and DVS, and we'll be back next Sunday. Peace.
Peace.